My name is Bierschbach, and I'm a senior search consultant at GPAC. I've been with the PAC for just over 2 years, and I focus on the insurance industry. Prior to GPAC, I was in the beauty industry, and I was styling and managing product lines and spas, and most recently HR. And I became a single mom at that point in my life, and I knew that I needed to do something else, something to get me to the next level. The beauty industry was not conducive for me as a single mom with 2 boys, so I really had to think about what my next step was going to be. And so when I joined GPAC, I had a lot of family and friends think I was totally nuts for doing this. They thought it was irresponsible for me as a single mom to be a recruiter, headhunter. And I just feel like I'm continually having this epic hold my beer moment where I want to prove everybody wrong. And, now I am getting to that next level. And each day I want to get even further and further and continually having that mindset of onward and upward. I went into this with the mindset that failure is not an option. I knew that I have goals and things I want to accomplish in life, and that this had to work for me, and I was going to do whatever it takes to make this work for me and be successful and be my career path. Of course, you have good days and bad days in any job, but making sure you learn from the bad days and celebrate the good days. I was intrigued. It seemed really fun and different and unique. I also just wondered if it was something I could be successful at. And I was able to connect with some seasoned recruiters and hear their story and get the comfortability of, what they've been doing, and realized it was something that I wanted to try as well. GPAC culture was different than any other work culture I had ever experienced. It's fun, it's wild, it's crazy, and it's fast paced. I love the work-life balance. It really has afforded me the flexibility that I need, especially as a mom, and the things that I want to, make sure that I can attend for my children, things like that. You're going to get phone calls late at night or on a weekend once in a while. And, I take those calls if I absolutely need to. I have really great relationships with all of my clients. So, sometimes they'll call me and I'll be, sorry, you hear that loud football game in the background. My son just scored, whatever. And we laugh about it, or I'll talk to them and they're driving their kids to school. I think we're just in this new world right now where a lot of people are remote, or they're able to handle personal things throughout the day as well. And it just makes us more real, we're real people. And I think that, again, having my kids involved in that, having them know that if I get an important call, it's an exciting call, right? And I want to take it. I'm excited to take that call. And they ask me questions. How did it go? So getting your people involved, I think, is really important. And knowing when to shut it off, knowing when to turn it off, knowing when to go for a walk during lunch and just kind of step away, right? So I think that that's really important, is just kind of know your limits so you don't get burnt out. People change jobs not that often, right? Like, that's a really big decision that somebody makes. It's a huge change. And we get to be a part of that every day, which is really cool. So we're also helping people too. It's really just kind of a full circle, perfect gig. To me, this is a meaningful career because I truly get to help people. And I know that sounds somewhat cliche, but it's so true. We are growing companies, we're growing people's careers, we're changing lives. And, to make a career change, to make a job change can be a really scary thing. And to be a part of that process and really helping somebody is incredible. Having the ability to call a candidate and tell them that they are getting their dream job is the coolest thing. And being able to call one of my clients and let them know that their candidate just accepted their offer and is going to be joining the team, it's really special. And it's great to bring that good news to people. And it's also really fun to get a phone call 6 months later from a candidate saying, You changed my life. I'm so excited. I would not have known about this job without you, and it's amazing. So it really is a very fulfilling career. I had a fantastic candidate that had gone through a pretty rigorous interview process with a company. The company ended up changing their mind and their route of what they were looking for. And so that process stopped. The candidate was crushed. I was crushed. But then I remembered another position that I thought, you know what, this actually might be an even better fit. And within 2 weeks, she was hired and started there, and she is over the moon happy. My client is over the moon happy. And it's one of those things where timing is everything too. If something's not the right fit, I'm not going to push it. It's not worth it. So it's really taking time to be a matchmaker, getting all the details of what somebody's looking for, whether it be a client or a candidate, and making sure that those things are at the forefront and piecing those together. Yes, I'm a headhunter, but there's so much more involved within that. I'm a consultant first and foremost. When I'm talking to a client, I'm really digging in to see what they've done on their own. I want to make sure that they're using all of their efforts first before bringing me on board. I want to make sure that they're urgent and need me. I'm going to encourage them to utilize certain questions during an interview, right? I'm going to encourage them to stay in high communication with me throughout the entire process. As far as a candidate goes, I'm going to really dig in. I'm going to find out why they made transitions. It's going to be a red flag for me if they have 5 jobs in 5 years and every reason they left a job was for more money or because their boss was a jerk, right? Like, those are red flags. So really digging in with my candidates, fully vetting them so that I can properly pitch them into a client. And if I'm talking to a candidate and the reason that they want to leave is because of a particular reason. Like if they want to leave their company because, they were promised something that they didn't get, I say, well, have you asked your boss about that? Have you brought it up? Have you brought up working remote? Have you brought up that pay raise that they talked about a while ago? Have you brought up that promotion? If they say no, I say, well, why don't you try that first? I can still look at other opportunities for you, but let's make sure that, you're not just leaving to leave, right? So it's being a consultant, it's being a relationship builder, it's being the eyes and ears of the industry. It's me talking to key players day in and day out within the industry so that I know what's going on, so that I can tell my clients, guess what's going on in the industry right now? Guess what's going on in hiring? Guess what's going on with your competitors? I mean, this is a competitive market. It's a candidate-driven market right now, and really sharing with them so that they can be successful. Being a GPAC recruiter means being a part of something bigger, being a part of something more, and always striving for that next step. And I love to think, we didn't come this far to only come this far. I love that quote. It just really strikes a chord with me. And to me, that's what GPAC's all about, right? Always wanting more, craving more, being better and bigger every day. If you have the desire and drive to be a part of something even bigger and get yourself to that next level, join GPAC, go 100% all in, hustle, grind every single day, and just keep moving. You're going to have days where you're just like, oofta, this is hard and I don't know if this is right for me. But once you really learn your industry and learn the art and craft of recruiting and connecting with people and building relationships, it just kind of snowballs into this amazing career. I think that it's important to connect with other people at GPAC, kind of hear their story. Everybody's story is a little bit different, and just really finding out that we are a group of people that all come from different backgrounds, totally different backgrounds, and we're all over the country. But we all have something in common, which is we like to work hard and play hard and help people.